Hey, Prof G here with another machine video, and in this one I'm going to be showing you Infinite Escape, the newest expansion by Native Instruments. And I want to show you the types of sounds in it, and if this is your thing, then this will give you an idea of the sounds that you're going to get in it. Definitely not something that I would go for, more of the hip-hop, jazz, and neo-soul, lo-fi kind of stuff. That's more my speed, but let's go through it, have a look at the sounds, give you an idea of what's in there, and then you get to make that decision for yourself. So I've got a couple little ideas here, and I'll sort of break down what I did with these little beats. So let's have a listen to the first one. All right, so there's my idea, and this one actually took off when I added the very last element, which was this little loop right here. And all this was a sample in the one shots called Stab E, and all I did was play it. Let's have a listen to this one here. Bender. One of the sounds under the sound menu. They do have a bunch of options in the sounds menu. They've got 61, but a lot of them are drums and stuff like that. The thing that's kind of neat about this expansion is they did use a lot of the onboard synth and drum machine sounds in Machine, which is something I need to explore more and just kind of learn how to make sounds out of those basic instruments. But I kind of like that. It's kind of different as opposed to all samples. Okay, so the next one we've got in here is the bass. And that bass patch is called Endo Saw. That's also in the sounds menu. So if I go down to there, we've got some really nice sub bass patches. Sometimes you just want that warm sub bass patch. So this one here is just a pad sound. Kind of like the filter on there, it's just a sample. And all I did was leave it on the audio menu, which is rare for me. I usually go to the sampler. And in this case, what I did is I set the playback mode to gate so that when you press play, you get this, you can control when the pattern comes through. So this is kind of a neat one. If I press play, nothing happens until So that's how I did that one, just by playing the pad as a gate to allow the sound through. So if you've never explored gate mode on an audio module, give it a try. It's kind of works with something like a pad and turns it into something percussive. So that's how I made that little sound right there. And there's our beat. And then the other thing I've got in here is a neat little atmosphere, and they do have a bunch of really cool atmospheres in here. So if you listen to this one, it's kind of random and something I don't play around with very much, but I do like that kind of stuff. So that was fun addition on this one. Here's the whole thing again. So let's listen to the next one. Okay, started with this one right here. This is a minimalist library, so you get some of those clicky and glitchy kind of things that can work as a neat kind of background. That's all we got there. We've got to chop that up and play around with it, but that's that one. And then we've got this guy right here. Nice drum kit. I do like the hats, really short hats in this one. Not a lot of open hi-hats. That's about as close as you get to some of the open hi-hats. But I've got a bazillion open hi-hats, so I Don't need to complain, I guess. Some more of the clicky sort of percussion-y stuff. That is the voice kit. Right, here we go. So that one, just a simple sound. And the sound is called Synth C Matu, and it was made on Massive. It's not a Massive patch, it's actually a sampler. And so all I did on that one was go to chord mode and set the chord set to, or set it to a chord set, and went to minor 7. And just played some chords in, you know? That's one of my favorite things to do, and I really hope that Native Instruments opens up the chord sets and lets you program in your own chord sets, because that would just be so incredible. And then here is the other patch that I've got in there. So that one, just set it to keyboard mode and played. And I love setting machine to keyboard mode. I'm a piano player, but something different happens to my brain when I play on the pads. It's not that I only play on pads now, but I just do different things. Even if you're a piano player, try the keyboard mode out. Plucky sort of percussive sound. I love those plucky sounds. That sound is called Bass C Bubble. Another one shot, but I just transposed it up a few octaves and then adjusted, I think I adjusted the tuning just a little bit. Let's have a listen to this one. Okay, so I started with this pad that I chopped up. Pretty sure I just went in the sampler, chopped it up into little tiny slices. And I've got lots of videos on sampling and stuff. If you want to learn how to do that, go check out my video on sampling. In that one, chop this pad up into slices. All it is slices on a grid. So every slice is exactly the same length. And then I just played them, put them into pad mode, and shifted that one down by 2 semitones. So went to the plugin sound, and on this pad right here, you can see I've adjusted the tuning down by 2 semitones, played something in with that. It's kind of like the gate mode I showed you in the other little beat, but in this one, it's just slightly different because I can go in and tweak sections of this pad. So how to turn a pad into something rhythmic, right? So that's what we've got there. All right, so next we've got this guy, the beat. Some more glitchy kind of percussive sounds, which I do like. I like those kind of sounds. So this is where this library kind of excels for sure. Just a loop from the loop menu. If we go to the loop menu, we'll see that there are 388 loops, and that's where you're going to find a lot of this atmospheric stuff. And then this kit, some more glitchy percussion sounds in there, and that's kind of it. Let's just on this one, shaker. Gotta have more shaker. So there it is. That's my beat number 3. Let's listen to one more. This one's got some neat chords in it. I found a sound here. Then I went to chord mode and I set chord set to minor 2, and then I just played through these chords. So another use of the chord set. And then if I go to the kit, we've got exit kit. Nice kit. We got some beatboxing on there as well. And then this last one is an atmospheric thing. And I just listening to it right now, I noticed that there are some things that stick out on it that are kind of bothering me, the fact that they're not, you know, rhythmic or whatever. What we could do right there is go to this audio module, click the audio module, turn it into a sampler so that I can go in and chop this up. So I'll go to sampling and then I'll go to slice. I'm going to slice this up. I'm going to set it to detect, which is going to be weird on this one because it's completely random sound. Let's listen to the sound first. So you can hear these random things sticking out with crickets in the background, because why not, right? And then I go over here to slice. I set it to manual, or detect. I set it to detect. I'm going to turn the sensitivity way down, so only the things that are really sticking out are going to get a slice. And if I get a few too many slices, I'll show you how I can quickly go through and delete those. That's probably good enough for now, actually. So first slice, whatever. Okay, that one's too short, so I'm going to get rid of this next one by clicking on it and pressing remove. I'm going to hit apply, and I'm going to put it right back on that group, make it sure it's flashing, and hit OK. And then now I've got all of these sounds, slices on these pads. So what I should figure out now is a way to play this along with the beat. All right, let's try playing along with this. So you get the idea. It's a very different expansion pack, minimalist, house, techno stuff, and that's when you're using it with the genre it's intended for. I like messing around with it just a little bit, try some different things out. But hopefully it gives you an idea of what the expansion is all about. Lets you make that decision on your own. Go listen to the demos. Hit the subscribe button and the bell. More videos coming every week. Thanks for watching.